WIAA Division I state semifinal between the Franklin Sabres and Appleton North Lightning. It's a chilly November evening, but this is an important game because both these teams are vying for a shot in the WIAA Division I state championship, and this is going to be a high-profile game, not just because we're live streaming it, but also because both these teams have met each other before, two top 10 teams. Welcome, everyone, again. I'm Ricardo Arguello, hanging out, as always, with Brett Christopherson and Jim Rosandick. We're all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin, the digital live stream team. And, Brett, we're here finally. What is this, week 13?
Week 13, state semifinal round. The season's flown by, but what a treat we have in store for everybody, right? Number 1, Franklin. Number 8, Appleton North. The rematch, Ricardo, of that week 1 thriller that Franklin needed, a last-second Hail Mary, basically, and a tip pass to win the game. Franklin 12-0, Appleton North 10-2. This is going to be a heck of a battle. Great to be at Titan Stadium again after last season and COVID kind of wiping out the tournament season, so it's so great to be back here. It's going to be a whale of a game. We're going to see two fantastic quarterbacks, Division I prospects, and Miles Burkett at Franklin, the Badger recruit, Northern Iowa recruit, Matthew Scheckelman, the Appleton North signal caller, and could be some fireworks tonight. The weather maybe not as much of a factor as I thought was going to be the case a couple of days ago. A little bit of a breeze out of the southwest, but nothing too bad, and we could see a lot of passing, although Appleton North likes to run too.
Hey, before we continue with our game notes, I want to give a shout-out to our fourth member of our crew. That is Mr. Ken. Ken, the official's here. Officially, Ken, say hi to everyone out there.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Ken will be on hand. And I'm not saying that we're going to get too many of these, but if there's any kind of calls that we have questions on, controversy, penalties, we feel really good that we have Ken the official hanging out with us to kind of give us some inside knowledge of these penalties, perhaps why they're called, that kind of stuff. So really excited to have that kind of context into our live streams. But hey, let's start with some game notes, huh? I'll start with Appleton North. Brett will finish up with Franklin. And all these notes put together so nicely every week by Brett Christopherson. But hey, about Appleton North, as Brett mentioned, they're 10-2. Winners of 8 straight, ranked number 8 in the state in the large division in the final Associated Press state poll, and number 7 in Division I in the final with Sports.net state coaches poll. And they are coming off a 21-10 victory over rival second-ranked Kimberly last Friday in a WIAA Division I state quarterfinal at Papermaker Stadium. That's a game we streamed. And North, led by Cal Martini, he scored twice, rushed for 91 yards to lead a Lightning offense that finished with 302 yards, including 176 on the ground. Martini's first touchdown was a 64-yard reception late in the first half. That gave Appleton North a 14-10 lead. His second, an 8-yard run, came with 8:11 remaining in the game to give the Lightning a 21-10 advantage. Quarterback Matthew Scheckelman threw for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns on 7 of 10 passing. His 5-yard toss to Caden Pope with just 14 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Pop.
Put
You're doing what I did.
7-3. Hey, Scheckelman rushed for 46 yards on 8 carries, while Matthew Reichel finished with 39 yards on 5 rushing attempts. Heron led the way in receiving with 4 catches for 37 yards. Defensively, Appleton North limited a very good Kimberly offense to 251 yards. Brock Salm was credited with 10 tackles. Caleb Enroll, he also registered a quarterback sack. On the season, Scheckelman, a Northern Iowa recruit, and the Fox Valley Association's Offensive Player of the Year and Offensive Back of the Year. He's thrown for just over 1,400 yards with 17 touchdowns. He's also completing 71% of his passes. He has tossed 3 picks. Now Martini, he's rushed for 1,328 yards and 21 scores. He's averaging 120.7 rushing yards a game. Scheckelman's next with 645 yards rushing and 7 scores. Heron is the Lightning's top receiver with 46 catches for 579 yards and 8 touchdowns. Caden Pop is next with 22 receptions for 240 yards and a touchdown. To Martini, he's also been involved in the passing game. He has 227 yards and 4 receiving touchdowns. Now defensively, Brock Arndt is Appleton North's top tackler with 77 stops. Nathan Schopp, did I say that correctly, Brett?
Yes.
Has 4 sacks. Brock Salm, Stone Hulke, love the name, Jack Budiak, and Arndt, they lead the way in interceptions with 2 apiece. The Lightnings have 11 picks in overall, I should say. Appleton North averaging 120 yards per game passing, 215.5 yards rushing. The defense is allowing 142.2 yards per game passing, 77.3 rushing, and overall, the Lightning are averaging 35.2 points a game and allowing just 10.8 points a game. Now, if Appleton North wins, it will play either third-ranked Sun Prairie or seventh-ranked McGuanago next Friday in the WIAA Division I State Championship game at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Kickoff there is scheduled for 4 o'clock. Brett, what can you tell me about Franklin?
Yeah, Franklin, Ricardo, 12-0 on the season. The Sabres, champions of the Southeast Conference, ranked number 1 in the Associated Press Large Division and WisSports.net Division I State Coaches polls, and they're coming off a very impressive 35-7 victory over Bayport last Friday in a Division I State semifinal quarterfinal down the road at Franklin. Quarterback Miles Burkett, what a season he's had, Ricardo, and he was sensational again last week, throwing for 353 yards and 3 touchdowns on 16 of 19 passing. Yeah, there's Mean Gene. Mean Gene is here. We got the windows open for you, Mean Gene. We got you, Mean Gene. There you are.
Good luck to your boy, Mean Gene.
We'll see you Monday night on Clubhouse. All right. That's our guy, Mean Gene, the dancing machine, our unofficial mascot at Clubhouse Live. I believe his grandson plays for Appleton North.
Yes.
Anyway, for Burkett, those 3 touchdowns, all first-half TDs, and they were caught by Keaton Arndt, who tallied scores of 93, 3, and 19 yards as the Sabres jumped out to a 28-0 halftime lead. That 93-yarder came on the game's second play. Also finding the end zone for Franklin were Tanner Rivard, a 12-yard score in the third quarter that put Franklin in front 35-zip. And then Terrence Shelton, a 3-yard run that capped a 21-point opening quarter. Rivard led the way in rushing with 51 yards on 8 carries. Arndt had a big night in receiving. 6 catches, 164 yards, in addition to his 3 touchdowns. Jocks Brooks, he finished with 4 receptions for 57 yards, while Reese Osgood, he came up with 3 catches for 66 yards, and Wade Meisner added 2 receptions for 62 yards. Defensively, Tim Theory and Carson Wakowiak had big nights with 15 and 14 tackles, respectively. Wakowiak also had an interception. Jack Barretts and Talon Summers, hope I'm saying that right, finished with 10 tackles apiece, while Daniel Martins added 9 stops as Franklin outgained the Pirates 431 to 316. On the season, Burkett, as mentioned before, a University of Wisconsin recruit, he has thrown for 2,795 yards and 31 touchdowns while completing 72% of his passes. Burkett's passing yardage total, Ricardo, that's tops in the state, and his TDs ranked 6th. Rivard and Shelton, they form a very formidable rushing tandem, with Rivard rushing for 646 yards and 12 touchdowns, and Shelton rushing for 518 yards and 15 scores. Burkett has run for 306 yards and 4 TDs. Osgood leads a very talented group of receivers with 43 catches for 793 yards and 10 touchdowns. Arndt is next with 39 receptions for 745 yards and 10 TDs. Brooks has 24 catches for 453 yards and 4 scores. Talk about a stable of wide receivers.
All big play, too.
And speed. Something that the Appleton North defense is going to have to contend with without a doubt. Defensively, Martins is the top tackler with 101 total stops. He also has a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and an interception. Dylan Palez has a team-high 9 sacks, while Barretts is next with 6 sacks. Looking at some of the team totals, Ricardo, Sabres with 34 sacks and 15 interceptions. So you hear all about this Franklin offense.
Right.
The defense can play a little ball too, can't they? Logan Matthews, 3 interceptions, by the way, lead the way in that category. Franklin is averaging 265.1 yards per game passing and 152.1 rushing. It's allowing 80.5 yards per game passing and 121.9 yards rushing. Overall, the Lightning the Sabres are averaging 46.5 points per game and allowing just 10.8. And again, as Ricardo said, the winner of this one takes on either Sun Prairie or McWanago. That's next Friday, Division I State Championship game back at Camp Randall Stadium. That's going to be a 4 p.m. kickoff. So, hey, we had Matthew Scheckelman and Will Schrader, Appleton North standouts, senior captains, on Wednesday's Varsity Roundtable show. Now, these 2 teams played in Week 1. It's very rare that you get to this level unless you happen to be like a number of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, when Kimberly and Appleton North met at this level in conference. But to see two non-conference teams that have history with each other, I think Appleton North feeling pretty comfortable. At least they know what they have when they are going against this very high-potent Franklin offensive attack.
Yeah, and it looks like they had a home and away thing going on, Brett, because 3 years ago, Sheckelman was saying when he was a sophomore, they played at Franklin, took a loss there on the chin. Obviously, last year with COVID, they didn't have the game. And then this year, Franklin returned the favor coming up to Appleton North and then pulling out that last-second win.
And North having a big lead in that game going into the fourth quarter. I think
31-14.
17-point advantage. So that's when Matthew Sheckelman on Varsity Roundtable, which you can find online at postcrescent.com, click on Sports, and you see the Varsity Roundtable tab at the top of the page. You can replay and watch the show. He said, hey, we're getting closer. From my sophomore year to week 1, is tonight the night that Appleton North punches its first ticket to the state championship game in school history.
And the first public school since when again?
1993. We'll talk about that. Yeah, Appleton West, the last Appleton public school to appear in the state championship game. FVL, of course, won the state title back in 01. Talk about all those. They're part of the game notes a little bit later on in the live stream.
And we're almost ready to start tonight's big, again, WIAA Division I state semifinal, Franklin and Appleton North, J.J. Keller Field here at Titan Stadium. Brett, we'll be, and if you have any scores from around the area, feel free to send a tweet out to yours truly at PC Ricardo, Brett at PC Bretsky, and Rosie at Meadow Rosie.
Good work by the Appleton North marching band. And
they're not done yet. You getting that, Rosie?
Good time after the national anthem, guys, to thank all of those who have served this great country the day after Veterans Day. So we appreciate your service to this great nation, first of all. Second of all, I want to thank Ken and Tim, the sports information director here at UW Oshkosh, for making sure we're set up, and also Craig Leader, the athletic director at Oshkosh North High School, working with us as well to make sure we're good to go here at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. Ricardo?
Yeah, I can't wait for this one. You know, week 1 seemed like eons ago and much warmer, probably in the high 70s, Brett. Now we're, what, low 30s?
It changed quick.
And, boy, Franklin really going all out here as they brought a huge big banner to announce their team.
Well, while they're doing that, Ricardo, I want to say thanks to our playoff sponsor, Unison Credit Union. They proudly provide the people and businesses of Northeast Wisconsin with exceptional banking services and trusted financial guidance delivered by friendly experts, personal checking and personal savings, investments, loans, business checking, and business savings. Unison Credit Union, empowering you. Also, our apparel sponsor, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Family owned for 20 years. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922. Send them an email at Cooney's, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net.
seconds away from the start of tonight's WIAA Division I state semifinal. I'll be trying to update everyone. I'll be looking periodically on the old Twitter account to see any updated scores. From the immediate area, Menasha in Division III is also competing tonight in Rhinelander.
Whoa, that's a hike.
They're taking on Rice Lake.
That's a hike in deer season, right?
And Freedom is up in Marshfield in a Division IV state semifinal.
Driving up Highway 45 and getting up to Highway 8.
They're taking on Ellsworth.
Appreciate everybody checking out the game so far on multiple websites. Postcrescent.com, of course. Also linked to Green Bay, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac. All of those Facebook pages, including our colleagues down in Milwaukee, the Journal Sentinel Facebook page, and our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Guys, it looks like we are getting ready for this one. Franklin about to kick it off. We're underway. State semifinal here at J.J. Keller Field, Titan Stadium from the 1.
And Martini.
How about Cal Martini looking for some space? He's on the run. He spins his way out of trouble. Still on his feet. Ricardo past the 35.
And he broke a tackle, not surprisingly as well. We all know Martini built like a tight end, but he has nimble feet. We'll see a lot of him at running back tonight for the Lightning.
Keys, right, Ricardo, possessed the football. Now, we've streamed their last 2 games. The second-round game where Appleton North beat Neenah, and then, of course, last week's state quarterfinal, Lightning taking down the rival Kimberly Papermakers in both games. Long possessions, right? Long drives, both play-wise, yard-wise, and melting the clock, and that's going to be key for Appleton North. Possess the football and keep that potent Franklin offense off the field.
1st and 10 at the 37 for Sheckelman and company.
And we're going to get movement right out of the bat.
Some early jitters. That'll put the ball back at the 32.
Well, you can see the Franklin defense kind of getting their fans all fired up as Appleton North backs up 5 yards. How long before the jitters get out of your system, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Appleton North has been at the state semifinal level on 2 other occasions, both coming up short, losing to Kimberly in one and Menominee Falls in the other.
I know we streamed that Kimberly game right here at Titan Stadium. I think was that still in the midst of the Kimberly record 70-game winning streak.
It was.
Cal Martini looking for something. Big old number 40 for Franklin, though. He's there. Tyler Smith, 6'2", senior defensive lineman, one of the first ones there to bring down Martini.
Pick up a 4 for Martini, brings up 2nd and 11.
Boy, big crowd here at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium, Ricardo. This is filled up pretty good for a high school football game. Not bad.
3 receivers near side, and we have
we're going to get a timeout early. So,
boy, a little bit of a inauspicious beginning for Appleton North, Brett. They have the false start, then got to take a timeout.
Gives me an opportunity to mention the last time these 2 teams meet. Franklin beat Appleton North 35-31. That was back in week 1, about 3 months ago now? That was a non-conference matchup. That game was played at Paulingen Field over in Appleton. Sabres rallied from a 31-14 deficit with 3 fourth-quarter scores, the final touchdown coming with just 4 seconds remaining as Miles Burkett hit Jocks Brooks on a 35-yard toss to the end zone that was tipped. Burkett threw for 368 yards and 5 touchdowns on 34 of 47 passing. Reese Osgood, 11 catches, 123 yards and a score. Keaton Arndt and Brooks posted 2 touchdowns apiece. Appleton North, though, had a big night on the ground. Cal Martini, 181 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Matthew Sheckelman, 117 yards and 2 scores. Overall, Lightning nearly 300 rushing yards in that game.
2nd and 11, Sheckelman.
He's going to keep it, and he can make you pay. Look at this, busting through near the first down.
We mentioned that about Sheckelman is that, Northern Iowa's getting a guy who can throw the ball but also make plays with his feet and takes it out past the 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 46.
That's a little, we saw it last week, Ricardo, with Sheckelman and that little option look. He's dangerous with his feet. He can make you pay. So defense has to be honest in honoring the fact that he can run the football. 3rd and short coming up for the Lightning. We got Sheckelman checking out the sideline, getting some final instructions here on 3rd and 2. He's going to give it to big Cal Martini. He's going to bounce it outside, trying to find somewhere to go, but wrestled down. Good team defense by Franklin. I wonder, though, if Martini, if he'd have just stayed originally where he was, Ricardo, and just maybe fought for it, tried to bounce it outside, making something happen, but he's going to be short. 4th and a 2 coming up. What do you do here?
I believe you have to punt it.
Well, they're out on offense, right? Though Pop is typically the punter, isn't he?
He is.
Right now, Appleton North looking like they're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 2 from the 45-yard line. Big moment already here in this one. North showing confidence with that big offensive line. Heron, he's going to punt it.
Psyched you out, Brett.
He did. And a good punt, skips, and good coverage downfield on the punt unit, and it's downed at about the 8. Heck of a punt by Alex Heron.
They really they love doing that, don't they? They like showing a different look when they go in the punting, and then Heron with the nice punt. I mean, it got a nice Appleton North bounce as well, Brett.
Yeah, so 1st and 10, Franklin, first time on the field offensively for the Sabres. Ball at the 8-yard line. But the Sabres got to feel good about that defensive effort. One thing we didn't talk about in the open is Appleton North's big physical offensive line. But Franklin off the field defensively, and here's our first look at Miles Burkett looking for something. He's getting pressured and brought down. Good coverage downfield. He had nowhere to go.
Looks like he lost a yard on that, Brett. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, missed who will be credited with the sack, but a good start for that Lightning defense. So both defenses playing some good football here in the early stages of this one. Burkett under center. He's going to play action. Watch out, setting it up a screen. That's to number 1, Reese Osgood. And that's going to be, is that enough for the first down? Looks like they're moving the chains, and they do. So a nice little play on 2nd and 11.
Gain of 12 yards on that play, Brett, but that's one way you slow down pressure. 1st down and 10th and 19.
Again, play fake. Burkett swings it over. Nice catch to Osgood. And a good tackle there by number 21. That's Trent Mullen. Junior defensive back for Appleton North. That's a first down. So Burkett, Ricardo, starting to heat up now.
Yeah, 2 for 2, 25 yards.
Burkett, now he's off to the races. That's an underrated aspect of his game, too. He can move with his legs. So Franklin on the move. Remember, this drive started at the 8.
Holding call.
And that took me a holding call. Yep, I didn't see the flag on the field, so they'll back up the Sabres. Ricardo, you mentioned these two teams also played in 2019. That was week 2 of the 2019 season. Franklin earning a 31-7 victory down at Franklin. Burkett and Scheckelman were the quarterbacks in that one as well. Burkett threw for 146 yards on 19 of 24 passing. Scheckelman's stat line, 129 yards and a TD on 11 of 23 passing.
Brings up a 1st and 23, Brett, at the 19. So if you're Appleton North, got a chance here to maybe force this turnover on downs, or a punt at least. He was hit. Burkett incomplete, Brett, but he was hit, so good pressure from Appleton North's front 4.
Yeah, Jocks Brooks, just a sophomore, the intended receiver there. So 2nd and 23 now coming up for Franklin. Ball at the 19-yard line. Opportunity, I guess, for this North defense to send some pressure.
Well, Appleton North's defense, I would say, I think you agree with me on this, that they have played, their play has ascended over the last 6 or 7 games, so. But this is an ultimate challenge here. 2nd down and 23, though, for Franklin. Look out.
Little screen again. Good blocking.
Hold.
Is that coming back? Yep, another flag. That was to number 3, Tanner Rivard.
And it is a hold.
And bringing it back. Appleton North fans in front of us directly, so they're liking it.
I will say that's very good play calls, though, Brett, to slow down that Appleton North pressure.
You know, we talk about Appleton North. This is, I think, our 5th time live streaming one of the Lightning games, and they have so many weapons, but same thing on Franklin, right? I mean, how many different guys have touched the football already for the Sabres? So many different weapons to keep track of. And I was reading an article, a preseason article by our colleague Mark Stewart down at the Journal-Sentinel, and noting just the speed of Franklin. And coming into the season, Franklin feeling pretty good about their chances of getting down to Madison. Very confident team, and you can see it 12-0 and putting up some crazy numbers so far this season.
The officials are discussing something here. Right now at the moment, it's 2nd down and 31 from the 11-yard line. Ken, the official, what do you think they would be talking about right here?
There might be a legal man downfield.
Or is it someplace where exactly they have to
and he
put the ball?
stopped the clock late, so I wonder if there's a clock thing too. That's what the long discussion.
Okay, well.
Looks like they got things organized, though. 2nd and 31, it says on the scoreboard, ball at the 11-yard line. What's in the playbook here? Another screen?
You're Appleton North. This is a great opportunity for here. Just pin your ears back. Get after Burkett.
Good protection, though. Slings it. Oh, nice catch. And a dart to number 2, Keaton Arndt. And now 2nd and 31 becomes 3rd and manageable here for Burkett.
It absolutely does, yes. Brings that right out to the 32.
A little bit of a disjointed start to this one, right? We've seen a false start. We've seen a couple penalties.
4th down and 10. So Franklin shooting.
Okay, now okay. I'm sorry, folks. I was looking at the scoreboard. They had 2nd and 31 on that. On that. So here we go. 4th down.
Put one over on us.
I think the scoreboard. We all got to get going here.
Taking at the 34. Ooh.
Brock saw him with the punt return. Yep, my mistake, folks. Looking at the scoreboard, I wasn't looking at the down marker, and it said 2nd and 31 on that last play by Franklin. So let's start over, can we? 1st and 10, no more mistakes. No holding, no penalties, no false starts.
1st down and 10 at the 41. 6:59 left here in the first quarter. J.J. Keller Field, WIAA Division I state semifinal between Franklin and Appleton North. So now Lightning, their second offensive drive, Brett, 3 receivers near side.
I still think, as we've talked, Ricardo, both on our R&B show podcast, Varsity Roundtable show, get that offensive line working, right? And, boy, that was not much there for Heron with the reception. And number 34, Carson Wakowiak, the senior linebacker, he was there waiting for it and nothing doing.
Yeah, loss of, 3 yards?
Yeah, 2nd and 13 coming up.
Brad, I didn't like that play. It just took way too long to develop. You're asking a lot for your receivers to hold that block for, 3 seconds? 2nd down and 13 now, so a tough beginning for both offenses.
Shuckelman showing that little option look, but he keeps it, trying to push the pile. Gets that yardage back and maybe a couple more. 3rd and maybe 8 coming up for the Lightning?
Yeah, ball's going to be at the 43. 5-yard gain for Shuckelman.
Boy, just looking at this crowd in front of me, how big it is. And remember, this stadium was almost not available for this game tonight. Had to wait to see what happened with the UW Oshkosh women's soccer team that's playing in the national tournament, the Division III national tournament. Good luck to the Titans. Just wondering, where would they have played this game? And tried to accommodate the fans, the media.
We heard Manitowoc and Schwabenau were a couple possible destinations.
Shuckelman stays in there, almost picked off. Heron was the intended target, but again, number 34, Wakowiak, was there to knock it down, so 4th down coming up for the Lightning.
Yeah, a couple of 3 and outs, so actually, for the Lightning's offense.
You feel, with these two teams having played in Week 1, Ricardo, any feeling of which side benefits more from having a game played against each other? Is it more for Appleton North, would you say, or more for Franklin?
Well, at first I would think more for Appleton North.
Just get used to that quarterback and that speed of Franklin.
I don't know if they really run against any team that's similar to Franklin all season, though, in terms of the passing element.
Good bounce again by Heron on the punt inside the 10. It looks like a familiar start for this Franklin offense. Still rolling, I think now down by the 6. 7, they'll spot it at the 7-yard line. So Franklin's first drive was at the 8. Second one starts at the 7.
Burkett 3 for 4 so far, Brett, for 46 yards.
Hey, folks, as we wait for the Sabres, we've got a great deal right now on a digital subscription to the Post-Crescent. All of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites, you get the benefits included with a digital subscription. 6 months, Ricardo, $1.
Can't beat that.
Full access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every day. Go to postcrescent.com/subscribe. Burkett going to fire it. Oh, look at that. Nice little slant play. And there's some of that speed we're seeing. Good catch. Good hands by Reese Osgood, the senior wide receiver. And little zip on that pass by Burkett. And look at this. Franklin going up to the hurry up. They're already at the line of scrimmage right as the ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. We want to hurry things up, get Burkett feeling good. There's be a handoff. Not much there for Rivard. Franklin looking to advance to its first state title game since 2016. I think you remember that one, Ricardo. The Sabres falling to Kimberly that night, 29-14 in the Division I championship. Kimberly, of course, in that state record 70-game winning streak. Burkett, whoa, little screen coming up this way. Nope. Nice little move by Rivard. Little nice misdirection by Burkett. Sold that well. Third and 3 coming up for the Sabres.
Yeah, ball's at the 43. Burkett 5 of 6 for 78 yards, Brett.
Burkett on the move, looking downfield, and I think that's
incomplete.
Incomplete. It did hit the turf. You know, Burkett would be dangerous enough just as a straight pocket passer, but he gets out on the run a lot, and it just seems to me makes him ultra dangerous, doesn't it? He's got the athleticism and the speed to make things happen with his legs already, and then he's got the arm strength to make all those throws on the run. So 4th down, Franklin staying on the field, 4th and 3. And Burkett's going to punt it away. Not what I expected here in this opener, and that ball is going to skip into the end zone just.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah.
That was close to being right at the 1.
Yeah, number 6 for the Sabres, Jocks Brooks, just about ran it down near the goal line, but it scoots in. So 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Lightning. I was expecting to see some offensive fireworks here in this one.
Appleton North just needs to run the ball. Okay, there's been something. I mean, there was a penalty in that first drive. They had that short pass that actually went for a loss. Just run Martini. Run Martini till it doesn't work, in my opinion.
That's what you've been saying all along, haven't you?
First down and 20. First down and 10 at the 20. 3:29 left here in the first quarter.
Good coverage downfield. Now Scheckelman looking downfield, looking for Heron, and it's intercepted. That's number 23 for the Sabres, Logan Matthews. Senior cornerback. He's got an offer to play at Valparaiso.
And they're talking about it, and it is an interception.
And the first turnover of the game. By the way, I also want to thank our friend Chris Learman, up at Bayport, does all the Bayport coverage. Chris, I know you're listening and watching tonight. Appreciate the help you gave me and us and some of these notes since Bayport was playing Franklin last week. So we appreciate that, and hope you're enjoying your night. First down for the Sabres, and that's Rivard, and good team defense by the Lightning. Not much there for Rivard.
Loss of 1 yard, second down and 11 at the 35 BC.
Franklin has qualified guys for the playoffs every full season since 01. Talk about a program that's established, right? A power in the southeast part of the state. Burkett. Pockets collapsing, and he's brought down. Look like number 57 for the Lightning, Nathan Schopp, the senior defensive lineman, getting in there. Good coverage, Ricardo. Downfield, nowhere for Burkett to go, and that pocket collapsed. And now 3rd and 11 coming up for Franklin.
Yeah, no gain. Credit that, again, very active Appleton North front line. Nearing the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Again, no score.
Franklin won the Division II state title, its lone football championship back in 06 when it beat Brookfield Central 36-29 in overtime under Coach Jeff Klemp. Sabres also advanced to the D1 championship in 2013 under current coach Lewis Brown, falling to Arrowhead 45-24. Little history for the Sabres as Burkett now, again, pocket collapsing, sacked again. That's Schopp again, Ricardo. He's got back-to-back sacks. A 3-and-out for Franklin. Sabres going the wrong way right now. And that North defense playing some good football. Both defenses.
Did you have Schopp? Nathan Schopp?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Definitely something when you're looking at Appleton North that we've seen, Brett, in the live stream is that, again, their defensive line able to create pressure on a consistent basis. 4th and 16 now.
Lightning getting
get
out of the way, right, as it bounces to about the 15-yard line. Officially, they'll mark it at the 16. So defenses on both sides, Ricardo, playing at a high level right now. Neither offense can get going.
Again, I run the football, in my opinion, Appleton North. You ran it with great success the first meeting. Trust that offensive line to get down and dirty, pick up those yardage. 1st and 10 at the 16.
There's a toss to Martini far side, looking for some space, but boy, that Franklin defense swarming as well. Nowhere for Martini to go, no gain, 2nd and 10. Looking at Appleton North's playoff history, North has qualified for postseason play in every full season since 04. Its best showings over that span, guys, came in 09 and 2017, and now this season, state semifinal appearances. Appleton North's all-time playoff record is 31-20. Franklin's is 45-23. Both teams used to being at this moment and in the playoffs. And Schelkelman with some good running room still on his feet, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, they'll mark that at the 29, so a gain of 13 for Schelkelman, Brett. That might be the final play of the quarter.
Well, if you like defensive football, that's what we have going right now here at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. 0-0 the score. We'll be back right after this short message. Welcome back to J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium, University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. State semifinal game, Appleton North, 1st and 10 from its 29-yard line as this second quarter gets underway. And there's Sheckelman again to open the quarter. Maybe, Ricardo, it's not Run Martini so much as it's going to be Matthew Sheckelman doing the most damage with his feet, as that Franklin defense has to keep an eye on big old number 44. But so far, Sheckelman, a 9-yard pickup there.
Another score, Reedsville up 14-0 over Cashton, Brett. End of the first quarter.
Yeah, Panthers looking for their first trip to the state finals. Sheckelman now a quarterback sneak, and they've got the first down. So 3 straight rushes by the Appleton North signal caller.
My point stands, Brett. Put it behind that offensive line, running the ball. Both Sheckelman and Martini have had big years rushing. Besides, it keeps Burkett, Franklin off the field as well, these longer drives. We've seen them put together long drives, Brett, North.
Sheckelman, a little option pitch to Martini. Ricardo all over Martini and that play. North losing some yardage on that. Good defense, good team defense by Franklin. Boy, they strung that out and surrounded Martini quick.
Brett, you know they probably saw that on film from last week against the Kimberly Papermakers. Appleton North ran that with great success.
2nd and 13, loss of 3 on that play. Little play fake to Martini. Sheckelman rainbows one. He's open. Wide open on the far side. And he is into the end zone for the first score of the game. That is Damian Borland, the junior tight end, with the score for the Lightning.
62 yards, is that what you have, Brett?
Yes, 62-yard hookup. Heron doing the kicking tonight, Ricardo. So
okay.
He is the place kicker tonight, and it is no good. So I wonder if there's something going on with Caden Pop tonight. PAT is no good, but touchdown, obviously, the 62-yarder from Sheckelman to Borland. As we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard, first touchdown of the game goes to Appleton North. Lightning lead 6-0 here in the second quarter.
Well, Pop also, Brett, one of their starting receivers. So I wonder what the issue is there.
Well, I also noticed, I was kind of looking and I have to check the sideline, Ricardo. I haven't seen Matthew Reichel out there yet tonight either, one of the running backs for the Lightning, number 35. So I don't know if there's some injury issues, but something to keep an eye on here as this game goes on. But beautiful pass by Sheckelman, and Borland busted coverage, I'd have to think, Ricardo, wouldn't you? He was wide open,
yeah.
Just didn't keep an eye on the tight end, and wide open for the 62-yard score.
Yeah, but credit again the offensive line for giving him time, but also for Sheckelman to realizing that, hey, Franklin with the little boo-boo there, and that's the mark of a good team, Brett, when you can make a team, an opposing defense, pay for mistakes. That's got to get the north sideline amped up, Brett. And now that gives Franklin's defense a lot to worry about, Brett. Passing game along with the run game. Taking that at the 5. Look out. Found himself a rail out to the 30-yard line. That's where the Sabres will start this offensive drive. So we'll see how Miles Burkett and the offense responds to that touchdown. 6-0 deficit for the Sabres. Ball at the 30.
Hand off to Rivar, far sideline. He's got a rail and a good start to that drive. You know, it's interesting watching Burkett. You don't see too many high school quarterbacks line up under center these days, but he's very comfortable with that. Do we have another flag? Nope. Okay.
Ice failing you, Brett.
Well, everybody's kind of standing around for a second, but no, ball is spotted, so an 8-yard pickup for the Sabres. I'm even watching the game on my binoculars, too. Burkett's got time. Now he's going to take off, and a good decision by the senior quarterback. Didn't see what he liked downfield, tucked it in, and moved the chains. Fresh set of downs coming for Franklin. Yeah, we'll see how the Sabres respond to that 62-yarder from Matthew Scheckelman to Damian Borland. Borland, a junior tight end for Appleton North. I bet you that ball had to feel like it was up there forever when he's wide open, right?
Yeah, sometimes those easiest ones are the hardest ones to catch. First down and 10 at the 44 for Franklin.
Burkett, nice throw. Ooh, a little back behind his intended receiver. I was just going to say looking good on that run and throw, but misses his receiver, Jox Brooks, number 6. Brooks, just a sophomore, putting up big numbers in this offense, but so far both defenses really coming to play other than that last possession, an explosive play leading to a touchdown. It's really been not much happening offensively. These defenses making things tough. 2nd and 10 for Franklin. Little play fake for Burkett. Looking downfield, fires, and is it caught? He caught the ball.
Boy, that was good coverage by Appleton North, Brett.
Fantastic coverage, but Reese Osgood, the 6'1 senior wide receiver, gets up and just snares that ball away from the defenders and comes down with it. And quickly to the line, ball at the 25-yard line. Franklin all ready to go. Risky throw, but a heck of a grab by Osgood. Handoff to number 30, Terrence Shelton, the sophomore running back. I believe that's his first touch, but now Franklin on the move.
Ball's going to be right at the 20. 5-yard gain. 8 of 9 for 109 yards is what I have. Burkett, Brett.
Shelton again looking for some space. Not much there, so 3rd down coming up. Looks like they'll spot the ball at the 18-yard line.
Bring up a 3rd and 3. And would it be fair to assume that it's 4-down territory, Brett?
I think
early
so.
In the game?
I think so.
Especially if you have such a high-powered offense as
Franklin. Listen, if you're Lewis Brown, the Franklin coach, I think you feel very, very comfortable having Miles Burkett in any situation. Wind not much of a factor tonight. A little bit of a breeze coming from the southwest, so basically from right to left on your screen. And boy, nothing there. That was Shelton again, and guess who again? Nathan Schopp, the senior defensive lineman, having a game.
Still at the 18. They're calling that no gain.
And here you go, Ricardo, 4th down, just what you were saying.
Well, obviously big down here for Appleton North. For both squads, obviously, Brett, but boy, what a nice spot to put your offense in if you're North able to get this takeaway. Turnover on downs, I should say.
Watch out. Burkett still on his feet looking for that 1st down yardage, and I think he got it.
It's going to be close.
It is going to be close, but what a run.
He got it.
He did get it. And they are moving the chains. Boy, good run. Looked like he was going to get dropped. Showing that acceleration. Gets around the edge and just enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
5-yard gain for Burkett on that, Brett. And again, that Appleton North defense creating pressure and making him run 3 receivers far side for the Sabres.
But showing no panic, right, as he's out on the run and is doing his thing. Watch out. Ooh, knocked down. Number 91 for the Lightning. Caleb Monroe, 6'4", using that big frame to knock down the pass attempt by Burkett. You're looking at Miles Burkett, 6'2", 210 pounds. Also had offers from Bowling Green, Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Miami of Ohio, and Northern Illinois, along with Wisconsin. He'll be a Badger next year. You probably want him at quarterback this year, Ricardo, down at Madison.
I probably do.
Burkett's got some time. Now he's flushed out and has to get rid of it. Again, those North defense not giving up much for Burkett, are they? I mean, they're doing a really good job of just shutting it down.
I would look for some sort of a screen pass here, Brett. Because Appleton North, again, that active front is just giving, the Franklin offensive line fits.
Those little slants were working earlier as well. Getting that ball out quick. Instead, 3rd and 10 from the 13-yard line. 6-0, Appleton North with the lead as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Big third down coming up for Franklin here in this second quarter. Division I state semifinal, and I think Franklin wants to call a timeout.
Yeah, they were taking way too long on that play, Brett. So second timeout for Franklin. Is that what you have them for?
First timeout taken. Both teams should have 2 timeouts remaining. Again, folks, sign up for a digital subscription. Post Crescent, USA Today Network, Wisconsin sites, even the folks down at the Journal Sentinel, their coverage area down in Milwaukee. For the next 6 months, you can get all the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1. 6 months for $1. What does that include, Ricardo? That includes full access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every day. The e-edition, which is a digital replica of the print edition, that's also included. Please help play a vital role in supporting local journalism that you and your community can trust. Learn more details and sign up right now for a digital subscription to the Post Crescent and any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Do it right now.
Do it. You have been ordered.
Third down for Franklin and Burkett, waiting for the snap. He's got it off to his left, looking, still on his feet. Slings one sidearm and can't come up with the catch. Is Osgood, so 4th down, and I think the field goal unit now coming out for Lewis Brown and the Sabres.
What an athletic play, though, by Burkett. Keeping that play alive, rolling to his left.
So dangerous on the move. Either way, I mean, he's got the arm strength to complete the throws, going to his right, going to his left.
But on that drive, Brett, he was 1 of 5. The one big 31-yard play, but North doing a good job of forcing incompletions.
Cooper Miller on to try to get this one through from 30 yards, and it's good. So Franklin on the scoreboard now, and that 30-yard field goal by Cooper Miller. And we look again at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Franklin now with some points, 6-3, Lightning with the lead.
Just updating my Twitter account. I'm at PC Ricardo. Brett's at PC Brettsy. Rosie at Metal Rosie. Cooper Miller. I think if you're Appleton North's defense, Brett, you really got to like what you're seeing here. Yes, Burkett's going to make plays. He's going to get chunk plays. Those receivers are outstanding. Right now, I really feel like Appleton North's defensive line is winning that battle in the trenches.
They're playing well, aren't they? They're making life tough for Burkett. But I agree with you. But I think the back end of that defense is playing outstanding as well. With all those weapons that Franklin has to throw to, there's not a whole lot of space there for Burkett. He's not comfortable getting out there, and like you said, he's got the wheels to extend plays, keep the plays alive, and it's still not there. Even that third down attempt, that was in the corner of the end zone. That's a tough throw, a sidearm throw, and not a whole lot of space for your receiver to work, and he was tightly covered.
First down and 10. It'll be at the 26-yard line. 6:59 left here in the first half. Again, North up 6-3 over Franklin, top-ranked Franklin. 3 receivers near side for North.
Martini trying to get him going, trying to get that North run game going. Not much there. Franklin defense bringing down Martini. Ball's going to be at the, let's see, are they going to put it at the 30?
Put it at the 29, Brett. 3-yard gain for Martini.
Martini again. Setting up a third down. Looks like about a 2-yard pickup for Martini. Lightning's, we talked about that week 1 loss, 35-31 to Franklin. Only other loss this season was to the rival Papermakers. That was back in week 4, 26-20. So when you look at the difference in scores, North not that far away, right, from being undefeated.
There's Sheckelman again getting a first down, Brett.
Boy, look at how hard he's running. Not bad for your senior quarterback, right? 6'4", 210 pounds.
Well, it's clear that Franklin is devoting a lot of attention to Martini, Brett, because Sheckelman has been able to get those RPOs and take it himself.
So maybe your quarterback could be the X factor in the run game.
Well, Sheckelman surely has the athleticism to do it. Ball's at the 42.
Sheckelman looking for some space
downfield,
downfield, and Heron with a beautiful grab. Extending his arms, and that's going to be at the 31-yard line. 6'1", 184-pound senior lunging for that one. Nice throw over the middle of the field, and North at the 31-yard line, Ricardo. Heck of a throw, heck of a catch.
27-yard gain on that. But again, chunk plays for Appleton North. He's able to find some openings there in that Franklin defense. And again, Sheckelman, 3-year starter. I mean, he's seen everything at the high school level, right? So this big game, not too big for him in terms of focus, because he's been playing lights out.
Martini with it. No, nothing doing there. See number 3, Tanner Rivard. Number 78, Stephen Martinez Della Catora. That's a tough one.
Say
right?
that what?
6'5" senior defensive lineman.
You have marbles in your mouth? What's going on there?
Stephen Martinez Della Catora. That's a hard one.
Just say his number, Brett.
He made a good play. How about that? Second down and 10. Swings it over to Heron. Almost breaks a tackle. Good job by number 23 for the Sabres. That's Logan Matthews holding on.
Yeah, if he doesn't make that, that's at least a first down, Brett, and possibly more. Briggs, as it is, brings up a 3rd down and 5. Ball's at the 27.
Sheckelman again, and he is breaking tackles. He's going to be close.
I think he's got it from where they spotted it. They're spotting it right at the 21.
Boy, I tell you what, it is a first down, and he's dragging some defenders out there, showing some strength. Hey, remember, he was on Roundtable. One of the online questions was, how much do you hang clean? And what did he say, like 310?
Yeah, and
strong kid.
It was almost as much as the offensive lineman on the show, Will Schrader. Let me tell you something. That is all weight room. That's just desire and doing those squats and deadlifts. First down and 10 at the 21. North near the red zone.
I do see Caden pop out there, number 19. So That's good to see Caden out there. One of the weapons for Appleton North. Sheckelman, he's looking to his left. Watch out. Has to fire it open. That's Pop. Speak of the devil. Trying to make something happen and finally brought out of bounds. Wow.
They're going to mark it at the 16, so 5-yard gain. But, boy, Pop worked really hard for those 5 yards, Brett.
5 yards, but how many yards did he really run?
I think he ran about 20 yards to get those 5.
Ball will say, what, at the 15?
Just shy of the 15-yard line, yeah. But, again, prime opportunity here for North, Brett.
Martini's got some space, and he's going to drag some guys. Fumble. What are they going to say? Is he down? He's down, so ball squirts up, and he was down already.
Thank you, Ken, the official, able to, behind us, he's got the binoculars, too, watching the game. And it's going to be 3rd and very short, right, Brett?
3rd and a yard, yeah. Probably more like half a yard for this North offense. Kind of doing what they want to do, right? Milking the clock, staying on the field offensively. There's Reichel for his first carry.
Ooh,
I think he got the first down.
Oh, what's going on over here? Didn't call the whistle, and Reichel ended up passing.
He got enough of the first down, though, so ball will be at the 10. First and goal from the 10 now for Appleton North.
Reichel came up a little lame there, Brett.
Yeah, he took a shot, didn't he?
Yeah, his left shoulder. And I see Franklin coaches are just yelling at their players. I think trying to get a guy off the field. Nice job, I thought, by Martini there just to fall forward, Brett. Ball's going to be at the 7-yard line, so 3-yard gain for Martini. Yards hard to come by for him.
He's got to stick with it, though.
Absolutely. They'll come. Those yards in the third, fourth quarter, you'll see more openings there by that offensive line as they pound on this Franklin defensive line.
Boy, watch the clock, too. It's still continuing to run. This is perfect situation for the Lightning right now. Just train this clock. See if you can put a touchdown on the scoreboard and not have Burkett on the field for an answer. There's Martini again, and still carrying guys down to about the 3. And really still 2 timeouts and no need to rush right now. Just let that clock continue to run.
This is the good grinded out football we thought we needed to see from North, Brett. This is their game right now in terms of tempo and situation.
I think officially we'll say this ball is
at the 3, right?
At the
right
3, yep.
3. Big play here, Brett. 3 receivers near side. They're spreading them out.
They're going to run it. Martini trying to get free. Good job by that. Yeah, good effort by Martini, Ricardo, but I didn't see the 2 that kind of blew that play up, slowed Martini down. And now if you're Rob Somm, the head coach for Appleton North, you got a decision to make here. I think you got to kick the field goal.
Yeah, it'll go down as no gain. I agree, Brett. 4th down and 3. And
I think Franklin wants to burn a timeout. So we have kind of praised that Appleton North front, but the Franklin front, and you were right, they're trying to spread it out, loosen up that defense a little bit, but that front got through and made a big stop here. 4th down and goal to go, ball at the 3.
Really, North's been doing a good job, Brett. Really, the only miscue was the interception. Other than that offensive line and the offense has been very steady. But the defense, Brett, has really been the star of the show.
Both defenses. You got teams that can put up some points, and it's only 6-3 here as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard.
4th and 3, they're going to go for the field goal. Brett, I think that offense is coming out.
That's Shuckelman out there, so North going to go for it.
Okay.
4th down and goal to go,
I wonder if there's an issue with...
Well, that's a good point. Maybe, the PAT was missed, so Rob Somm saying, you know what, if our normal kicker not able to do the kicking duties, we're going to go for it. Shuckelman looking. He's on the run, and he's in. Wow. Little hesitation, Ricardo, and he gets in from 3 yards out.
Great awareness by Shuckelman to see there was an opening on the left side of the offensive line. Huge touchdown for North, and that's got to be just deflating for Franklin, Brett.
Yeah, because they had it covered. He had nowhere to go with that ball, and just a little hesitation. You saw the seam. You talk about a 3-year starter at quarterback, right? No panic. We said that about Burkett. Same thing about Shuckelman. Waited, saw the opening, and took off. He's got the legs. We talked about it. Big 3-yard touchdown run. Heron in for the PAT. And it's good.
I got to tell you, that's a lot of confidence shown by the Appleton North coaching staff, Brett. Trust in your kids.
Yeah, with 31 seconds to go, we look again at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Appleton North with a 13-3 lead over top-ranked and undefeated Franklin.
Well, wasn't it Rosie who said that he felt Sheckelman was gonna have a big game and be the deciding factor? That was on our podcast, the R&B show.
You hearing anything about that Sun Prairie McQuantico game?
After I get this tweet out, I'll check out some of those scores.
Winner of this one takes on the winner of that one in the Division I state championship next Friday afternoon, I guess. It's a 4 p.m. kickoff at Camp Randall Stadium. I might be there.
Yeah. Brad, Reedsville up 27-8 now over Cashton.
Is that Division 7?
Yes.
There's Osgood on the return. Now here you go, 24 seconds to go. You think you're fairly safe, but we do know who's the quarterback for Franklin, right? Well, I can see a flag on that return.
Brett, we have an update from Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie 14, McWanago 7 with 6:44 left in the first half.
Good one over there as well.
I'm a little surprised at that now. Maybe we got to start giving Sun Prairie some love, Brett.
Well, they've eked out some wins, though, in the early playoffs, right?
But it is in the first half, or second quarter. Ken, the official, what do you see?
It's a late hit on Franklin.
Okay.
So that's
personal foul.
Makes a little bit more of a challenge for Burkett and the Sabres. Ball going to be at the 15-yard line.
Oh, that's my phone. Good thing that has a cover on it, boys.
That's what those are for.
Brett, you have to be impressed with Appleton North. I don't want to say they played the perfect first half, but Coach Rob Salm has to be pleased with how his team has played on both sides of the ball.
Well, you kept Sabres out of the end zone. Just 3 first-half points so far. Burkett trying to find somebody downfield, and that's what you want. Yeah, just keep him in front of you. I believe that is, let's see who that is across the way. That's Jocks Brooks, and I think Franklin will burn its final timeout of the half with 12 seconds to go. Oh, check that. Nope, they're just going to spike the ball. My mistake. So 8 seconds to go. Stick with us here at halftime. We've got a lot to get to, a lot of digital coverage items we want to talk about. Clubhouse Live, of course, our Green Bay Packers show every Monday night with
Alan Lazard.
He's got a very cool guest coming up on Monday's show. Can tell you how you can attend. That takes place in downtown Appleton.
Okay, 3 receivers near side, Brett. As you see North rolling that coverage over to Burkett.
And you can see how far back they're playing as well. So, yeah, more than willing to give up the stuff underneath is Burkett. That's what he's going to do, and I think that's probably just a good idea. Drop the ball, right? Give yourself 2 seconds to go, and with this stable of receivers and this kind of speed, who knows?
Burkett, 9 of 15 for 122. And my feet are starting to freeze.
Oh, stop it.
What?
Did you wear extra socks?
No.
That's a rookie mistake.
It is.
Come on. You got the furnace the heater right behind you.
I'm going to have to put my feet up.
I'm surprised you're not telling us to shut the windows.
I tried to, but I don't think we could do the live stream any other way.
Burkett looking to, nope, not much there. As Brooks finally wrestled down. And that is a fun first half here in this Division I state semifinal. It's halftime here at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium, and a quick look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard shows the Lightning leading the Sabres. We'll talk more about tonight's game, of course, and what we have coming up digitally at USA Today Network Wisconsin after this short break. Welcome back to J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. Again, Lightning with the 13-3 lead over Franklin as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Winner of this one goes to Thursday's Division I state championship game. Ricardo, you got some updates?
We do. We have an update on that Mukwonago-Sun Prairie game, Brett. The winner will take on the winner of this game. Mukwonago has tied it up 14-14 with under 2 minutes left in the first half.
That's what you want to see, some good battles right at the Level 4 playoffs or the state semifinals. Hey, folks, once again, thank you to our playoff sponsor, Unison Credit Union. They proudly provide the people and businesses of Northeast Wisconsin with exceptional banking services and trusted financial guidance, delivered by friendly experts. Also, thank you to our apparel sponsor, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email. Cooney's, Cooneys, 0922 at sbcglobal.net. Finally, USA Today Sports Plus is the new sports app that puts the fans first. Get the latest scores, stats, and standings and enjoy interactive experiences with our award-winning sports writers. Download USA Today Sports Plus from the Apple or Google Play stores today. USA Today Sports Plus, fan harder.
6-0 lead for Wittenberg-Burnhamwood over Aquinas, Brett.
Interesting.
Oh, boy, and unfortunately, some tough news for Freedom.
Uh-oh.
They are down 30-0 over against Ellsworth.
Ouch.
Boy, if Ellsworth is that impressive, remember, they got to take on Catholic Memorial.
No.
On the other side. Wow. That was something we did not see coming,
that game's at Marshfield. That that is a surprise.
It looks like there's some turnovers that are determining this game.
But how many times have we seen the Middle Border and the Northeastern Conference taking on each other at the state semifinal round? And more times than not, it seems like that Middle Border Conference, right, pulling out those victories. It's amazing how every year those two leagues meet at this level.
Just trying to update more on some scores here, folks, as I get them. And if you have any to send my way, do it at PC Ricardo. Brett is at PC Brettsy, and Rosie's at Metal Rosie. We'll give you a shout-out if you send them our way.
How about a Menasha update?
Well, I'll try to update what I see here, Brett. Colby leading Duran 14-8 at half. Reedsville leading Cashton 27-8 at the half. Coleman and Eau Claire Regis tied at 14 at the half, Brett. And halftime, Menasha's a little bit of in a hole here, Brett. They're down 22-7.
Wow.
For Rice Lake at the half.
That's up at Rhinelander. Wow. Okay. That's a surprise to me.
Monroe up 14-0 over Pewaukee.
I picked the Cheesemakers on the R&B show.
You did.
Check that on Stitcher, iTunes, and Google Play. Download it right now. Folks, we'll, as Ricardo's sifting through Twitter looking for some more scores, that gives me a chance to update everybody on what's coming up digitally with USA Today Network Wisconsin. A busy week again starting on Monday, and that is our weekly Clubhouse Live show. That is our weekly Packers show with Green Bay Packers wide receiver Alan Lazard, the Lizard King. You can check it out live in person at the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill inside the Paper Valley Hotel, downtown Appleton, 6:30 Monday night. First come, first seated. You do not need a ticket for admission. We are giving away an ultimate tailgate party this week. That's a great prize. Also some signed photos of Allen and his guest, Packers safety Adrian Amos, will be joining us as well. If you can't make it to a show in person, you can watch it live on any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. That includes clubhouselive.com. All of our Facebook pages, that includes facebook.com/clubhouselive. Give it a like if you will. And facebook.com/Packers News. And, of course, our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Now, Wednesdays is always a busy day. That's when we record the podcast and do our Varsity Roundtable show. I'm guessing maybe this week we might take a break from Roundtable with state football coming up.
Right, and because we have to be cognizant of our hours.
There's a lot going on. We might take the next, and then the following week is Thanksgiving week, so it might be a 2-week break from those offerings, but you can still tell people what that's all about.
Yeah, well, you can find it on obviously postcrescent.com. See some of our past Varsity Roundtable shows. This past week we had Appleton North football players, Matthew Scheckelman, Will Schrader, paying us a visit. Before that we had volleyball players and tennis players and cross-country runners. So check it out. It's the only online high school sports talk show in the state, Brett, every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. And pretty soon we'll be transitioning into basketball.
Yeah, right. That's right. Our next game of the week live stream, you're exactly right. We'll be heading inside the gym.
Hey, Brett, I do have an update here. Here's an interesting score. Hartford 14, Waunakee 14.
We said the Orioles, I believe they are.
Yeah, they're Cinderella.
They're living a charmed life right now and probably playing their best football of the season.
I think they were the number 6 or 7 seed, and right now they are.
The computers were wrong.
They are giving number 1 ranked Waunakee a game.
But yeah, our varsity game of the week. Yeah, we'll be going to basketball, right? Spotlighting boys and girls basketball in the coming weeks. I'll announce our first basketball live stream game of the season soon on my Twitter account. So give me a follow, please, at PCBrettC, PCBRETTC. That first game will likely be after the Thanksgiving holiday. But you can access our previous game of the week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link.
Here's a halftime score, Brett. D6 state semifinal. Darlington leading St. Mary Springs 24-7.
Wow.
Remember, Springs beat Darlington earlier in the year.
Some strange scores going on involving our USA Today Network Wisconsin teams.
Yeah, I'm going to see if some of the other scores. I know one of our other Gannett teams is Mayville. We'll see if you can find something on them as well.
But looking forward to that. Rosie, I know you're looking forward to always warmer in the gym, right? So we'll be hanging out. And, boy, I tell you what, guys, we've talked about it. I know it's still football season, but the girls tip off. They've already started practice, and the boys start practice, I believe, on Monday coming up. We've got some sensational boys and girls teams going for USA Today Network Wisconsin, particularly in the Fox Valley Association and the Northeastern Conference.
Mayville up 21-7 in their state semifinal. I forgot who they were playing. Let's see if I can get this. Belleville. Is that?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Belleville. We didn't know anything about Belleville.
I'm not even sure where Belleville is. But looking forward to some good boys and girls high school basketball action. That's going to take us all the way into, well, probably early March, I guess. So seems like we've been streaming games. It was an odd year this last year. We had the fall season, of course. We had some football games. Then we transitioned to boys and girls basketball. Then we had, of course, the spring football season. Short break in the summer, and then we're right back at it with 13 football games, and then we'll keep going all the way into March, and then it kind of shifts over. Our focus will turn to the Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Awards show. I can announce that we will be back in person after 2 virtual years. That's going to take place sometime in May, next spring. Don't have a firm date yet, but looking forward to being back in person. We will be at the Lambeau Field Atrium, and we'll have a special guest speaker as well, doing a Q&A with that person. So really looking forward to, after 2 virtual years, getting back in person. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Can't wait. And that's really a kind of our season-ending way to showcase the best of the best, right? In the fall, winter, spring seasons, we'll have premier awards like Boys Athlete of the Year, Girls Athlete of the Year, Team of the Year, Coach of the Year, Courage Award recipient, all that good stuff. And Ricardo, I know you're looking forward to that as well.
Absolutely. That's one of the most it's a big event. it's a red carpet event. I mean, how much more of a big time can you get when it comes to an award show? And I know in years past, Brett, we've had a lot of fun. Seeing the athletes all, they basically come in their prom gear. Let's be honest here. They're all dolled up. It's a big time for them, not just getting the award spread, but being with other top athletes. They're taking pictures of each other, and it's a nice celebration of what we consider to be outstanding athletes and achievements.
And we're lucky for where we are in the state, the Fox Valley region. We always say it doesn't take a backseat to anybody, right? Regardless of the sport, always in the conversation. We have so many excellent programs, schools, coaches, athletes, administrators. I mean, they're all top notch, and we love working with all of them. And we love doing this stuff, and we love these live streams, and really can't wait to get into basketball and just, it's a great way to honor all of those folks for a job well done. Hey, what do you have for carries for Sheckelman right now? Do you have that added up? Because wondering, our friend Chris Learman kind of reaching out to me, wondering if he's on pace, and he very well could be for his season high in carries. His season high was week 3. He had 16 carries for 92 yards, and that won a 27-7 victory against Kaukauna. He's also had 11 carries against Franklin, 117 yards. That was week 1. 12 carries for 99 yards against Oshkosh West. That was week 7. Last week against Kimberly, 8 carries for 46 yards. So you're starting to see the danger he provides. Not only in the passing department, but he's shouldering a lot of the load in the rushing game, too.
Well, I have him unofficially 8 carries, 60 yards.
Okay, so, again, 16 is his season high.
See if I can add up his passing stats quick. He had a really good second quarter. Obviously had the 1 interception in the first quarter.
Gives me an opportunity to run down the scoring. Not much to talk about in the first half. Appleton North got on the board first. 62-yard pass from Matthew Sheckelman to Damian Borland made it 6-0 Lightning. Field goal by Sun Prairie, Franklin, number 45. Cooper Miller, that was a 30-yarder. That put the Sabres on the scoreboard with 7:08 remaining in the half. 6-3 was the score at that point, and then we saw Sheckelman with the 3-yard run. 31 seconds to go before the half, and that's where we stand. 13-3 is the score as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard.
All right, this is what I have for Sheckelman. 8 carries, 60 yards. Passing, 5 for 6 with the 1 pick. That was his 1 incompletion. 100 yards.
Okay.
Passing, so
with the 62-yarder being the highlight.
62-yard touchdown
to Borland.
But I think really what speaks volumes about this game is North's defense holding that one of the state's best offenses to only 3 points in that first half.
Now remember, though, week 1, Appleton North had that 17-point lead going into, the fourth quarter, and then Franklin rallied with 3 fourth-quarter scores. So while the Sabres not in the position they want to be in, I'm sure there's not a whole lot of panic in that locker room either. They've done it before, down 10 in this one, down 17 against Appleton North in week 1. Trying to think who starts the second half of the ball. Is it Franklin?
Franklin.
Hey, Rosie, is there a chance you can pan on the crowd here a little bit? This is a big crowd here tonight.
This is. I mean, it seemed to fill in like over the last 5 minutes right before the start of the game.
There's a good look as Rosie panning the stands here at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. Again, University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, always a great host. Craig Leader and his staff at Oshkosh North High School doing a fantastic job, as always. Always enjoy working with Craig. Remember, we used to go down there and stream some games. Tyrese Halliburton and those guys in the basketball season. Boy, Tyrese now with the Sacramento Kings.
Update from Sun Prairie Mukwonago. Sun Prairie up 21-14 now. That's right before the end of the first half.
Not too long ago, what was Sun Prairie was in the state finals against Kimberly as well, right? So Cardinals have been there, done that as well.
Catholic Memorial struggle a little bit against Columbus. They're only up 20-13 over the Cardinals. A little bit of surprising scores, Brett. You're right. Well, we're hoping that Menasha can rebound a little bit and get that win over Rice Lake. That might be a little tough for Freedom, though, down 30-0 at the half to Ellsworth. What could, again, like you said, Brett, middle border conference.
It's a
killer conference.
It's a tough league, isn't it? You got Somerset, St. Croix,
Let's just
Central?
Call it what it is. It's the best conference, D4.
It's got to be.
In football in the state.
You know, I was talking to my wife about that. I think one of the things that makes that league so good is I think there's a lot of folks that work in the Twin Cities area, but then live kind of in that part of the state. And now, if you've ever been over there, I've got family in the Twin Cities area in Stillwater. They have a new bridge from Stillwater that crosses the St. Croix, so you don't have to go down to I-94. It's a lot easier to make that commute, and I think that area of the state is starting to fill in a little bit, and I think some of those schools then are part of that league and maybe benefiting from a little bit of influx of talent over the years, right? But, yeah, I mean, Little Chute has played St. Croix Central in the state semifinals a few times. Little Chute losing to Somerset in the state championship game a number of years back. We've seen, Wrightstown, we've seen Freedom. See what the adjustments maybe Franklin makes. I wonder if they're going to try to come out, maybe like you said, get some more screens going and maybe get those slants going. Seems like right now they want some of the plays a little bit more long developing type plays. Maybe they want to get Burkett into a rhythm, get those receivers into a rhythm, and get the ball out of his hands faster, because you're right, that pocket is collapsing and getting him on the run.
Imperative for Franklin right away, too, to start the second half, get things going with
get
a nice
momentum.
drive. The last thing you need is a 3-and-out, a short punt or something to Appleton North, and having them go back in for a score or something. That would be disastrous for Franklin. I know they have a quick strike offense, but you don't think North has that on the back of their minds, that they have to finish this game and not allow what happened, the week one?
But you're right. If Franklin comes down, puts a touchdown on the board, and all of a sudden momentum shifts, right? And Sabres are feeling good. They'd only be trailing by 3. But we'll see how this third quarter gets going here soon, as we again look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. 13-3, Lightning with the lead. The longest halftime in history finally over.
Seemed that way.
Got long half times anyway, and then the teams come out and they put 3 more minutes on the board. You doing okay there? You still freezing? You're right. Your back is practically on this thing.
Yeah, but my feet are like about 2 feet away. I told you, my people, we don't like the cold. Franklin again set to receive here in the second half. Kickoff going to be fielded right around the 10.
There's a flag right away.
And we heard the Appleton North coaches point that out right away.
Logan Matthews on the return, but holding call, going to back up the Sabres here. So a long field ahead of them as we open this third quarter.
And if it's thrown at the 24, that means they'll get it at the 14. Just underway here at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. Again, Appleton North up 13-3, 1 half away from making their first appearance in the state finals.
Looking at the Southeast Conference all-conference team, first team offense, Chad Schuster, Evan Scott, Ian Johnson, the lineman for Franklin, Keaton Arndt, Reese Osgood, the receivers, and, of course, Miles Burkett Player of the Year, no surprise, Miles Burkett. Defensively, Steve Martinez Delacatora, interior lineman. Jack Barretts, Carson Wakowiak, Daniel Martins, Logan Matthews. There's a nice little start to this drive. Watch out!
Nice quick pass. We were talking about that for Burkett, Breg, trying to get him in rhythm.
Keaton Arndt, number 2, the receiver on the reception. Dylan Palaz, hopefully I'm saying that, the defensive end. Daniel Martins, the defensive player of the year in the league for Franklin.
Second down and short for Franklin. Play action pass. Burkett
Watch out.
Deep.
Got him inside, just overshot.
Brady had him.
Yeah, he did. That was Arndt.
Now, it wasn't, he didn't have his man beat by much, but there was an opening there for Burkett to complete that pass.
Yeah, Keaton Arndt, the wide receiver, has got offers to Concordia St. Paul, Upper Iowa. That's a good shot play on second and one?
I mean, you got to feel good that we should be able to run for this first down.
Kind of interesting, the head coach of the year in the Southeast Conference, Joel Power of Oak Creek. Assistant coach of the year, though, Drew Ambrose of Franklin. Ooh, he's got the first down. Forward progress gives, I think that was Tanner Rivard, the first down, barely.
Right at the 25. I mean, he needed half a yard. That must have been what he got.
I mentioned Chad Schuster, the left tackle, number 71. He's going to Syracuse. Burkett under center for this one. Play fake again. Downfield, wide open. Good hit. Osgood with the catch, but a good tackle by number 25, Jack Budiak, the senior defensive back. Close to a first down. Still a 9-yard pickup, but I tell you what, that hit kind of makes you think, though, right? If you're Osgood, the receiver.
Second and short for Franklin. Good start to the first half for Burkett, though, Brett. You're Franklin. This is what you want to see.
Osgood with the quick handoff from Burkett. He's got the first down again, forward progress.
Boy, everything running the football is just
it's tough.
Like pulling teeth.
Lightning looking for their first state championship appearance in the city of Appleton's first public school bid into the state final since Appleton West back in 1993. Share a few more notes on that Terror squad. They had a heck of a 3-year run at Appleton West back in the early 90s. Burkett again, the play fake. And he is going to tuck it in. Nice stiff arm. Gets a couple yards.
Well, I don't know if you want your quarterback taking that much punishment, Brett. Ball's going to be at the 38, 2-yard gain for Burkett.
Appleton West fell to Arrowhead 21-7 in the 93 Division I championship that season, though. That capped a streak of 3 straight state championship appearances for the Terrors in Division I. Burkett. Oh, dropped it.
Oh,
see?
You can't. If you're Franklin, you can't have that. Right in his hands.
Trying to make a play. That's number 31 on that catch. Wade Meisner, the sophomore tight end. But again, Appleton North, they're coming and they're hitting, and you got to wonder if those sometimes those receivers are thinking that hit's going to come. So
that is certainly the case, Brett.
3rd down and 8. Big play here for Franklin. Burkett downfield, good coverage.
Yep, that's Mullen.
Osgood was the intended target, but yeah, number 21, Trent Mullen, the junior defensive back, knocking it away. And Ricardo, he timed that perfectly.
He did, because so many times you see an offensive player be able to get that pass interference call, Brett. But yeah, Mullen doing a good job. He's been having a very solid year, Mullen, for Appleton North in defensive backfield. But this is what you wanted to see if you're an Appleton North fan. Franklin able to move the ball a little bit, but then forcing that turnover on downs.
Ooh, nice punt. High punt. Watch out. It hit somebody. I think it hit a Franklin player.
It did. And that's where they'll mark it.
Right around the 30-yard line. Yeah, Appleton West, they advanced to the state championship game, Division I in 91, 92, and 93. 91, they fell to Kenosha Tremper 17-14. 92, they beat Tremper 17-7. And, of course, 93, the last Appleton school, public high school, to make it to the state finals. That team, those teams coached by Wisconsin Football Coaches Association Hall of Famer Paul Engen, by the way, is now an assistant on this Lightning staff, as Cal Martini, big hole up front, watch out. Still on his feet, past the 50, still on the run, still moving. Inside the 35-yard line to the 34, his biggest run of the night.
Brett, this is what we talked about with Martini. The first half, they really concentrated on him. He had 1-2 yard gains here or there. Eventually, he's going to get that kind of big bruising run, and there you go. Taking it all the way down to the 34.
Yeah, just knocking guys out of his way.
32-yard run for Martini.
Shuckelman back to Martini. Big hole. That offensive line doing some work now. Inside the 30 down to about the 27. Those are runs that Paul Engen would like, right?
I'm telling you this much right now. Franklin has got to get things figured out. If it starts to get where Appleton North's offensive line is going to control, the line of scrimmage in the run game, that's not a recipe, that Coach Brown is going to want.
Again, Martini, they're feeding him now, and he's got the first down. And now that offensive line's getting a big push on the snap.
It's another first down, Brett, down to the 21, so 6-yard gain. So Martini now has runs of 32, 7, and 6 yards for the Lightning.
By the way, to finish that thought on Paul Engen, the field at Appleton North named after Coach Engen.
How would you like to be a living legend, Brett?
You mean I'm not?
No, not even close.
Martini, his 4th straight carry, finally bottled up. Maybe a yard.
Does this open up the passing game a little bit?
It could, yeah. Get those receivers some touches as well. The 2001, by the way, guys, the 01 Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes, that's the last Appleton school.
Gene Strews.
Yeah, to advance to a state football championship game. FVL top Wanakee 23-13 back then in the D3 title game. As you said, Gene Strews, the coach, another WFCA Hall of Famer. Easy for me to say.
Oh, boy, late player getting on the field for the Franklin defense.
I think Franklin.
Oh, no, they're saying
wind the clock. Yep. 2nd and 9, ball at the 20-yard line. Appleton North on the move, up 10. Sheckelman, nice little hesitation, sells that. Look at him drag guys, though. Down to the 15.
Bring up a 3rd and 4, 5-yard gain. Now he has 9 carries, 65 yards for Sheckelman. Third and 4. Borland in motion.
Martini. Ooh. Number 8 for the Sabres. One of those guys there, Jack Baertz. 6'4", 218-pound senior linebacker meeting up with Martini, and that sets up this 4th and 2 at the 13.
Yeah, and here's your dilemma. If you're Appleton North,
I think you go for it.
Yeah, not making this 4th down would swing momentum over to Franklin, but boy, with your kicking situation, a little bit of a question mark it appears. I think you got to go for it.
I think you go for it because your defense is playing lights out, and if you don't get it, okay. I'm going to trust my defense to keep doing what it's doing.
Can they do it again on 4th down, Brett?
Sheckelman keeps it, and
got
great.
It.
Oh, big hit. Wow. Number 2, Keaton Arndt, the senior, just drilled Sheckelman, but Sheckelman pops right back up and has the first down.
Well,
first and goal at the 10.
And there's Appleton North fans that aren't happy with this, but this isn't the NFL. Those kind of hits, high school level. He gets past that line of scrimmage. He's a running back, Brett.
Sheckelman, no big deal. He pops up. He's ready for the snap. 1st and goal, and he's back on the run looking downfield, and nice catch. Boy, he took a hit. That's Alex Heron with the big reception inside the 5.
It's at the 3 now, Brett.
They'll
so
mark it at the,
yards.
yeah. Sheckelman delivered the ball on a dime right there to Heron, who held firm.
Again, a nice drive here. Again, this started back at the 34. Goal to goal from the 3.
Martini bottled up again.
Might have lost half a yard on that, Brett. I think they're going to mark it at the 4, so he lost a yard. Where they're marking it just inside the 4. We'll call it a long 3.
Now, if you don't get it here, I think inside the 5, you might be feeling a little bit more comfortable to trot your field goal unit out,
yes.
Put some more points on the board, but we'll see. 3rd down, big 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 3 for Sheckelman. Sheckelman has it, feeling some pressure. Wide open, beautiful play call, and it's executed. Heron with the score.
Brett, I mean, that was just fantastic deception by Appleton North's Matthew Sheckelman. Able to kind of fool the defense a little bit, thinking that it's going to be a handoff or it might be a run by him. And then a late releasing Heron, able to work himself free and get that touchdown, Brett.
Sheckelman's 2nd touchdown pass of the game. He had the 62-yarder to Borland back in the 2nd quarter, and now the 3-yard hookup to Heron. And now Heron trying to add the PAT. Ooh, and that is, I think it might have been blocked, but PAT no good. So that's something to think about here, isn't it? 19-3. As we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Excellent drive by the Lightning. Defense getting off the field as Franklin opened the 2nd half with the football. And the Lightning marched right down the field. I thought Martini gave him a nice boost early in that drive, and then Sheckelman doing it with his legs and his arm there to finish it off. Good look at Alex Heron by Rosie, talking things over. And Ricardo down 19-3. The Sabres. It's now's the time, isn't it? You got to get that offense in gear.
Brett, we do have an update. So Mayville's up on Belleville, 21-19.
Ooh, that's close now.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, TM Schneider, for helping out with that. We really appreciate it. Taken from about the 3.
Good coverage by Appleton North, wrestling down the Logan Matthews. Not a whole lot of running room here in Ricardo. Now look at this. 4:12 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Franklin with just 3 points. Keep in mind, coming into this game, Franklin was leading the state in scoring. They had 558 points. They were leading the state in passing yards with almost 3,200. Quarterback rating was tops in the state, 146.3. Sabres ranked 2nd in total receptions with 195 and 3rd in touchdown passes with 36. And right now, just being stymied by this Appleton North defense. 16-point lead for the Lightning here in the 3rd quarter. And Burkett going to fight a little screen play to number 30, Terrence Shelton.
Ball's going to be marked at the 27, so a gain of 8 yards. 13 of 22 for 166 yards is what I have. Not Sheckelman, excuse me. Burkett. 13 of 22 for 166. Can play action.
Ooh, was this his biggest reception of the game? That's number 31, Wade Meisner, the sophomore tight end, and in Appleton North territory. And quickly to the line, Ricardo, up-tempo are the Sabres. Franklin. Look at this play. Watch out. Ooh, good hit. Arndt with the reception. Number 23, Brock Somm, the junior defensive back, bringing down Arndt, but a nice pickup. About an 8-yard gain, ball at the 40. I guess officially they'll say 39-yard line, so 2nd and 1, long one. Burkett, watch out, in trouble. Slings it downfield. Almost.
Off his hands.
Just about there. What a throw.
Wow. Again, you like where they went for that bomb, Brett. A 2nd and short. Give it a shot to the end zone. Now you do have a makeable 3rd down here, Brett, but boy, that was just inches away. Or actually, I thought that hit him right out of his hands, to tell you the truth.
Keaton Arndt tried to extend to bring that one in. Burkett was a little bit of trouble there. The pressure was getting to him, but really delivered a pretty good ball. Just maybe a little bit too long. 3rd and a long one. Ricardo, this got to be 4-down territory, down 16.
Oh, absolutely.
Burkett.
Look out.
Watch out. Oh, that was it. Now, what are we going to call here? Is there a flag that could be grounding? And it is. No hesitation by the referee. And I think now Franklin's going to have to punt this one away.
Where are they going to place that? Ken, the official?
So he'll be down right there. It's lost a down.
So is that a 10-yard penalty then?
Yep.
Okay. Bet that's a big play.
Oh,
Any
huge
way you look
play.
at it.
5-yard penalty. Lost a down.
And now Franklin going to have to punt that ball away.
I don't want to say this early that that's a game decider,
Well,
but
it could be.
at 3rd and 2, and then you get a grounding. Now it's 4th and forever.
And Franklin looked like they had a little something going there, too. Whoa, watch out. What we got? What's going on here?
Oh, my goodness.
Franklin got the ball. It hit an Appleton North player.
Brett, and I
didn't see it hit a player, but it. Wow.
And I hate to bring this up.
Oh.
But when Appleton North lost to Franklin, they had 2 special teams errors. One of them was a muffed punt that led to a Franklin touchdown.
I didn't get a good look at it hitting a North player, but just the reaction by the Franklin players. They pounced on it quickly, and look at this. 1st and 10 Sabres at the 18. Huge turn of events now.
Now that defense has to come through, Brett, and hold them to a field goal.
Watch out. Setting up a little screen again. Oh, good tackle by number 23 on Arndt. Again, Brock Somm streaking across the field. Trying to set up that little Ricardo, that little screen. And already to the line, Burkett, 2nd and 5. Look at this, little trickery. Looking downfield, nothing doing, and North playing it.
Wow,
Good
what
job.
a great defensive play.
Arndt wanted to throw it, but nothing was there.
Yeah, they had it all covered in the end zone, Brett. I do like the play design. I don't know if that's something that maybe North hasn't seen, but they defended it very well.
So 3rd and 7 at the 15?
Yeah, loss of 2. Who was the one carrying that? I missed
Arndt,
that.
number 2.
Okay. Again, this Appleton North defense has been up to the challenge, put in a tough spot here, though. 1:42 and counting left in the 3rd quarter.
And I think Franklin, are they going to have to burn a timeout?
Yeah, they
here?
are.
They're looking a lot of confusion here. Looking at the back judge, he's not counting yet. Burkett under center quickly. Play fake, looking. That's Osgood, and he's brought down. 4th down coming up. North all over Osgood.
Where are they placing that ball? The 13, so gain of 2 yards. 4th and 5, Brett.
Looks actually at the 12.
Okay.
So here you go, 4th down and 4 to go for Franklin. And what a stop this would be for Appleton North, considering where Franklin started this drive after the muff punt. Burkett slings it for, is it going to be? I think he got it.
Now with that second effort, he did.
Got it. Nice little pass, quick play off the slant. 1st and goal at the 5. See, I think Franklin has that. I think they should do that a little bit more often to get that offense going, those quick little hitters. Oh, fumble! Burkett fell on it. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Tried to drop back before he had that ball in his hands on the snap. So will Franklin get another play off before this quarter comes to an end?
Loss of 1.
2nd and goal at the 6. Rivard, I think, looking for that push at the 1, I think, is where they're going to spot it. Tanner Rivard.
Ball will be placed just inside the 2, Brett.
And that's how the 3rd quarter will come to a close. Heading into the 4th quarter as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Lightning on top of the Sabres, 19-3. Should be a fun final 12 minutes coming up. But first, this short message. Welcome back to J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. 4th quarter just about to get underway. 3rd and goal coming up for the Sabres. Ball will be at the 1. Officially.
I'm going to call it the 2.
You're going to say the 2. It's past the 2 and in between the 1 and the 2, but we'll see what the Sabres have in store. Oh, fumble! Oh, I think, did North get it back? Let's see. North is celebrating. The Lightning got it! Incredible. Wow! Number 72 fell on the football. Ethan Hansen, one of the senior captains. Rivard, I think, looked like he was the ball carrier, just lost it trying to cross the goal line.
What a turn of events, Brett. And I think now, they'll get it back at the 20, but incredible play by the defense, though, Brett.
Didn't see if it just slipped out of his hands or if he got it punched out, but Rivard losing control of the football at the goal line. And Hansen falling on it, and you saw when he came out of the pile holding that ball up high. The Appleton North coaches right next to us, they were giving each other high fives. That's a big stop. And now a chance for North to really start to grind this thing to a close as Cal Martini has it. Close to a 5-yard pickup.
They're going to mark it at the 24, so a 4-yard gain for Martini. But, Brett, again, you thought maybe it was a little bit of deja vu there, muffing the punt. That's what happened in the loss to Franklin in Week 1. They had 2 special teams miscues that led to points and basically the win for Franklin.
Scheckelman. Nice strike to Pop, and that's a
Flag.
first down. Oh. What are you thinking here? A hold? That is. It's going to send Appleton North backwards.
Flag is at the 24.
Yep, first down negated on this flag. Looking at the Fox Valley Association all-conference team, first team offense, Will Schrader for Appleton North, Ethan Hansen, Wes King, all offensive linemen. Alex Herron at receiver, Cal Martini at running back, Matthew Scheckelman at quarterback. Schrader, the offensive lineman of the year, and Scheckelman both the offensive back and offensive player of the year. Defensively, Wes King, defensive lineman, Nathan Schopp, Will Schrader, all on the D-line. Ben Frantel as Scheckelman downfield. Watch out.
Ooh. 3rd and 16 now from the 14.
Ben Frantel, the outside linebacker, junior. Trent Mullen at corner. Brock Somm at safety. Wes King, the defensive lineman of the year, and also the co-defensive player of the year. Along with Kaukauna Will Campbell.
Aquinas now leads 16-12 over Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. Also 40-8 Reedsville over Cashton.
It's looking good for the Panthers, isn't it? 3rd and 16 here, big spot.
This is good. I would just run it, yes.
Ooh, big hit by Martini trying to make something happen, and goes down. So penalty really stalling this drive, and Franklin with still plenty of time to get back into this one.
Colby leading Durant 21-16. Hopefully get one of that other Menasha score again. See what's up with that. And Brett, here's an interesting score. I'm going to share it with you after this play.
Oh,
it
cliffhanger.
It involves one of our area teams.
Oh boy. Whoa, high snap. Boy, nice job by Herron to catch that.
And no rush from Franklin on that either, Brett.
Return, trying to get around the edge, and pretty good field position and a nice return by number 23 of Franklin, Logan Matthews. What do you got there for a score?
Well, this is with 7:27 left in the fourth quarter. St. Mary Springs has scored 28 unanswered.
Holy cow.
They now lead Darlington 28-24.
Whoa, 28-24, so anybody's ball game still.
They were down 24-0 apparently.
I guess Coach Highland got a little angry.
Yeah, I mean, that must have been a heck of a...
Well, Mike Sherry's there, I believe, right?
I think he is.
1st and 10 for Franklin. Ricardo, kind of now or never, isn't it, for the Sabres?
And they have an offense that can score points in a hurry.
Yeah, they can, but nothing doing there. There's this screen. And I think that's a first down for Rivard. Let's see where they spot this. It's going to be close.
I think it's a little short from where he's standing.
The officials are talking about something here. Let's see where they want to mark it.
Oh, they're marking.
Oh, a flag.
Oh, okay.
Personal foul, face mask on Appleton North.
Okay.
So tack on 15 more. Woo. Didn't see the flag on the field. And that's a big penalty.
Yeah, this really helps Franklin now. Puts them just outside the red zone. Ball be placed at the 26, first down and 10 for the Sabres.
Yeah, ball at the 26-yard line. Burkett, good protection right over the middle. Good throw, good catch by Arndt.
13-yard gain, Brett, brings up a first and 10.
I think Arndt got up a little slow there. He took a pretty good shot.
Burkett, 20 of 30 I have unofficially, Brett, for 238 yards. Looks like they've kind of basically ignored the run game at this point. Freedom now down 38-7.
Wow. Well, credit to Ellsworth, right? That's
what a heck of a team.
Yeah. First down for Franklin. Burkett again fires it over to Osgood. Spins his way to about the 11.
Short gain. I mean, they have to score here, Brett. There's no other.
Well, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right?
Yeah, you have to score here. Not only that, get the 2-point conversion.
Right.
They're down 16 just to tie.
Burkett looking, fires it over to, nice little move and into the end zone from 7 yards out? That's Osgood. First touchdown of the night and a nice little move to free himself in for the score.
Yeah, but it was Osgood who scored that?
It was. Was that a 7-yard pass?
No, 11 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry, 11-yard throw.
And Brett, here's a very important 2-point conversion.
Burkett got it. Threw it low and it's in. Trying to see who caught that. That's number 2, Keaton Arndt. Look at this.
Need a big drive if you're an Appleton North fan from that offense to eat up a lot of that clock. Even better, score.
19-11, Appleton North with the lead as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. One possession game now after that 11-yard hookup from Burkett to Reese Osgood, and then the 2-point pass and a nice throw by Burkett. Ricardo, he kept it low.
And he was patient.
Yeah, and Arndt with the catch.
Again, Brett, those extra point misses and really kind of tough right now because just one made extra point. This game's
2-possession game still, right? I know. So here's a big moment. Big moment for this offensive line. Big moment for this running game. If you're Appleton North, big moment for Franklin and the defense. First and 10, Lightning at the 20. Winner of this one advances to next Friday's state championship game. And Schuckelman, he's just going to keep it. Big blocks up front. Schuckelman with a first down. Dragon, guys. And that's a good start if you're Appleton North. Ball at the 33-yard line. That's a 13-yard run.
Schuckelman, 11 carries, 81 yards I have him for, Brett. Again, if the offensive line has a lot of pride, Brett, this is where you take over the game.
Martini got a couple.
That clock ticking down to almost 7:30 left here in regulation. Again, that fumble on the end zone, Brett, really looming large for Franklin right now.
Shuckleman on the move to Heron. Short little pickup, third down coming. Heron stays in bounds, so the clock runs, but here's a big third down.
Yeah, 3rd and 5, Brett.
Yep, ball at the 38.
What Coach Salm has here for this situation. Momentum kind of teetering on the brink here, Brett. You make this first down, it stays on the Appleton North side.
Well, if you're North, you love that it's going to be in Shuckleman's hands. He's looking to run, but no, Franklin wasn't fooled at all. 94 and 78. 94 is Dylan Palaz, the senior defensive lineman, and 78, Steven Martinez Delicatora again.
Oh, that name is killing you, Brett.
And now 4th down coming for the Lightning. I would think they're going to punt this ball away at the 40-yard line, their own 40.
Yeah. Heron has punted out of this kind of offensive formation before.
Heron, and he does. Nice high punt.
Ball's taken right.
Watch out. Got some space. Franklin folks are on their feet. Is Logan Matthews on the run? Is there a flag on the play? I don't think so. North fans maybe thinking he was signaling for fair catch. I can't tell what all the scuttle is.
I don't know if our Ken the official saw anything on that one. Okay.
So here you go, Ricardo. 5:41 to play. Franklin down 8. Miles Burkett has a chance to put another drive together at ball at the 36.
North's defense has to come through here, Brett. Big moment for them.
Big moment of the game. Burkett, wow, right over the middle. And that, I think, is, again, Keaton Arndt. You feel like he's getting into a rhythm, don't you? He's getting some time, and those receivers are really doing a good job working the middle of the field. That's first down in Appleton North territory. Ball's going to be at the Appleton North 42-yard line, trying to get the chains all set up here.
23 of 33 for 274 is what I have Burkett for, Brett. 22-yard gain on that pass to Arndt. First down and 10 at the 42.
I'm not sure what we got going on here. There's something going on with the chains. I think they have to get a new set of chains, it looks like, on the far side. So this is kind of, in essence, a timeout.
Ken, the official, do they usually have a backup chains like what it looks like they're going for there?
Not normally, no.
But it looks like
usually they have to run to a storage shed.
But now here at UWO, it looks like they have a backup. They have a backup.
Very nice.
Backup chain gang, okay, or backup chain, I should say. That's strange. I don't think I've ever seen that, Brett, in all my years of covering football.
And I tell you what, that's a nice little break for Franklin because they get basically a bonus timeout. Clock had to stop. Chance to kind of talk things over, I guess, or shout things over right from the sideline. Now Burkett has it. Little pump fake. He's got plenty of time. Trying to find something. No, it was too long and brought down. 3-yard loss on the sack.
Is that 74 who got to him?
I believe so, and that would be Will Schrader. So a 3-yard loss. Hey, the line did a good job. Burkett had plenty of time. It just finally breaks down. There was nowhere to throw.
Burkett showing a lot of strength there, too, to withstand that first sack. Attempt, I should say, first sack attempt.
2nd and 13. Burkett, watch out again. Looking downfield. And,
no flag.
There was a little contact, but they're letting it go. Osgood was the intended receiver there.
I thought it was good coverage.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought it was good coverage.
Both guys looking up towards the ball, so 3rd and 13. Oh, there's a flag back here, Rosie's saying. I did not see it. What do we got going here? Illegal man downfield, it looks like, against Franklin. So that's going to push the Sabres back. That happens, right? Linemen kind of leak out when a play's taking its time, or the quarterback's kind of moving around, scrambling a little bit.
No, is that going to be it is declined.
So 3rd down and 13. That's that makes sense, doesn't it? You don't want to give the Sabres offense, no matter how far you push them back, another down. So 3rd down and 13, ball at the 45-yard line.
Oh, do that up. Can you say that again, Ken, real quick?
So one of Franklin's receivers was covered up on the line, and he went downfield. That's why it was illegal man downfield.
Awesome. Again, that's Ken, the official, helping us out. Big play for Appleton North's defense, Brett. 3rd and 13 from the 45.
Fans on both sides on their feet. Burkett, he's got time, now moves, looking downfield.
Way too much time.
Way too much time. Oh, wide open. Wide open underneath. Look at this. Almost into the end. Is he in? That's Tanner Rivard, and he's in. 55 yards. Is it 55 or 45? 55 yards.
No, wait, I'm sorry, 45.
45 yards.
45.
Dive to the end zone by Rivard.
And here's a very important 2-point conversion, Brett, with 4:36 left.
Wow.
319 yards.
I tell you what, credit the Franklin offensive line. They gave Burkett plenty of time, and Burkett, he was looking, and then Rivard finally leaked over the middle of the field wide open. There was pretty good coverage by that Appleton North defense on the back end, but that's tough to hold on that long. Now Burkett on the move, and he got it. He got it. And Arndt with the catch, and we're tied up. What a comeback.
.436 left, Brett. And again, we saw this happen. Again, this is deja vu of here Appleton North. This has got to be deflating to see this happen.
Was that
week 1?
3rd and 13 on that?
3rd and 13.
3rd and 13 from the 45. Burkett finds Rivard over the middle. Rivard dives across the goal line and in, and that's the second time now we've seen Burkett and Arndt hook up for the 2-point conversion. And with 4:36 to play, look at this. A pair of touchdowns and 2-point conversions for the Sabres. We're knotted up. 4:36 to go. 19-19 is the score as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. What a Division I state semifinal this has been. It's what we expected.
St. Mary Springs up now 35-24 over Darlington with 2 minutes left. They lead 35-24.
And kickoff now. That's Martini taking it, looking for something and nothing doing. And now all the momentum here on the far side of this field. Franklin with 2 touchdowns here in the 4th quarter. Boy, North was looking good, up 19-3. Stopped the Sabres at the goal line on the fumble. And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Lightning at the 23. Scheckelman, little play fake, nothing downfield, and he's brought down. Good coverage in the back end for the Sabres, and Scheckelman is sacked. Didn't see who was the defender there, but that's a 3-yard loss. Boy, has this turned.
Three-yard loss, 2nd down and 13 at the 20.
Scheckelman, watch out, setting up a little screen pass. Heron has it, think you might want to give number 8, Jack Barretts, the senior linebacker, some credit for getting in the way, and I felt like that could have maybe been a bigger play. Barretts offers Bucknell, Valpo, Drake, St. Thomas. Here you go, 3rd and 7, ball at the 26-yard line.
It's a final with Springs, 35-24 over Darlington.
Bob Hyland back at Madison. That's a yearly event, it seems like. Sheckelman, he's looking. Now he's on the run downfield. And it's intercepted, one-handed grab. Matthews with the pick. And still on his feet inside Appleton North territory. Ricardo, what an interception.
And there's a flag on the field, Brett. I'm pretty sure that's holding against Appleton North. Though we'll see what the flag is officially.
Logan Matthews, the 6'2 senior defensive back, with a one-handed grab for the pick. And it is a hold against the Lightning. Franklin declines, and look at this. Maybe ball just a bit unthrown because the receiver looked like he was open behind Matthews, but what a leaping grab and a sensational interception. Ball at the 48 for Franklin to, I should say the Appleton North 48 for the Sabres to take over. Boy, has this game just turned. Burkett slings it, incomplete.
Yeah, 24 of 36. I have Burkett for 319 yards.
Having fun?
It's tough.
What a game, huh?
It's tough if you're an Appleton North fan because it's like deja vu again. Ooh.
Right, but for our Milwaukee viewers, Franklin fans down in the Milwaukee area, they're jumping up and down. Burkett, nice throw to number 31. 3rd down coming up. That's Wade Meisner, the sophomore tight end.
Ball's going to be right at the 40. So 3rd and short.
Seems like anytime we do a game here at state semifinal, it's dramatic. Remember that Fond du Lac Kimberly game, Kimberly winning that in overtime on a 2-point conversion, a really good matchup between the Papermakers and the Lightning here in the state semifinals a few years back. Burkett, 3rd down, setting up a little screen. Osgood spins his way. He got the 1st down. Reese Osgood. And that's a huge conversion for the Sabres.
Yeah, they needed 2. They got 3.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Burkett on a roll right now, and same with the Sabres offense having a big 4th quarter.
But you got to start thinking about field goal, too, here with Franklin.
Burkett, watch out. Nice throw, nice catch, good stop. That's number 3, Brevard, with the 1st down catch and run after the catch. That was a heck of a little bit of a move, keeping himself in bounds in this near boundary. Ball at the 25-yard line. And a good job by Burkett, kind of scrambling, another off-schedule throw, and the clock continues to run under 2 minutes to go. You almost wonder, well, I don't know what kind of a kicking situation Franklin has, but does Franklin want to think about running the ball? Or nope, they're going downfield. Burkett, nice catch. Osgood, good tackle, but that's another 1st down. Leo Fisher with the tackle, but now we're kind of seeing Burkett and why he's a University of Wisconsin recruit and considered the top quarterback in the state of Wisconsin. Minute 30 to go, and if you're Franklin, you just want to run the ball here and kind of run some clock. That's Rivard looking for some space. That thing looked like the ball was juggling a little bit, but he's down at the 10. If you're Appleton North, you want to start taking some timeouts, maybe conserving some time.
They have their full complement of timeouts, so I think after this next play, if it does come down a third down situation and they do run the ball here, you got to take a timeout.
Well, and on the other hand, Ricardo, how conservative you want to be if you're Franklin. You want a touchdown, right? You want to settle for a field goal. Burkett looking, still on the run. Stiff arms, dives to about the 7. Ooh.
3rd and 4.
And clock continues to run.
This is a heck of an ending.
Boy, this is a heck of an ending. Burkett, just a handoff to Rivard. Oh, is he in? He scored! From 7 yards out, Ricardo, I think they were just trying to set up the field goal, but he got around the edge and dives in.
Hey, give credit to Rivard. He never stopped on that play. And Franklin has come all the way back.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Extra point attempt.
Well, there's a flag, though. What do we got here? Cooper Miller with the PAT, but let's see what the call is.
It's on Appleton North. The Sabres are...
They're celebrating, aren't they? So the PAT is good. And with 20 seconds to play, Rivard with the 3-yard dive into the end zone puts Franklin on top as we look at our Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Unbelievable, Ricardo. And you talk about deja vu. Remember week 1, a 17-point lead for Appleton North. 3 fourth-quarter scores for Franklin in that one. We've got 3 fourth-quarter scores in this one after Appleton North had a 16-point lead. Wow. And you just saw how dangerous Burkett got, right? So much off-schedule stuff, scrambling, buying some time, waiting for guys to get open, delivering pinpoint passes. And then how about Rivard? He fumbled at the goal line, remember? This time he dives in for the score and gives Franklin a 7-point lead with just 20 seconds to play. And not only that, Ricardo, but Franklin needed 2 touchdowns and then 2 two-point conversions on top of that. 23-point fourth quarter for the Sabres.
It's going to take a small miracle here for Appleton North, but we've seen crazier endings to games, Brett. So... Okay, so Pewaukee wins 28-14. They're going to state for the first time. Let's see if we can get some of these other scores to you. The final, Reedsville 47, Cashton 8.
Our guy Dan Hagenow, he's a Reedsville grad. I bet you he's pumped.
Aquinas does beat Wittenberg Burnhamwood 28-12, or there's 4 minutes left in that game, but it's looking pretty good for Aquinas. Give us the Martini.
Well, watch out. Martini.
There's nowhere for him to go.
No, I think is that a fumble?
They're calling him down, but
okay.
I mean, it's rare when teams work on those kind of plays, Brett. And that takes it down to 13 seconds, and the ball be right at the 14.
Well, we'll see what happens here in 13 seconds. You never know. Remember that De Pere Bayport game we did in week 5, and it looked like De Pere had that sewed up, and Bayport Forgot how long that pass play was that set up the Pirates at the 1. Nearly won the game. Scheckelman. Watch out. Finds Heron over the middle. Drops. 5 seconds, and Appleton North will burn a timeout.
18-yard gain on that. 5 seconds, so basically one play left here, BC.
Be sure to check out postcrescent.com later tonight. I also imagine jsonline.com as well for a photo gallery. I believe is Bill Glasheen here tonight.
I believe he is.
Yeah, I haven't been able to
down there on the first, or right around the 12-yard line.
Check out Bill's work after this game later tonight on again postcrescent.com.
So I'm thinking some hook and ladders and
gonna have to be
throwbacks, and we've seen crazy stuff end here, but boy, if you're Franklin, keep your guys back and don't let any craziness get past you. You can see the coaches telling the players
get back.
Get back.
We'll gladly give up something over the middle, but in doing that, you can get a team a little momentum, right, and start doing the little lateral game, and who knows. Scheckelman, this is it. Last play of the game. No, 1 second to go. We got one more play to go.
Yeah, 1 second left.
What's your plan for this one? You're going to go down to the field here after the game and have a little write-up later tonight?
Yep. Try to get comments from Coach Salm, and
Appleton North going to burn one more time out. I tell you what a gut punch for Appleton North. A 16-point lead, everything was looking good, and
it was 19-3 after 3, right?
19-3, 16-point lead, and then it just unraveled. And then offense couldn't sustain drives like we're used to seeing the Lightning do, but then all of a sudden Miles Burkett, right, got red hot. Again, thanks to everybody watching tonight's coverage and all season long on our Varsity Game of the Week prep football live streams. We'll do it again come basketball, boys and girls. But and thanks to our colleagues at Journal Sentinel for allowing us to link to their Facebook page tonight as well. So statewide coverage of one of the games of the night in the state. Final play to pop, and here we go. Fumble, and that is how this one ends. Franklin, 26-19. The Sabres, Ricardo, they're going to state.
Yeah, and give credit to Franklin. Down 19-3. I mean, you're in position there against a pretty good Appleton North defense, and to rally and get 3 scores.
Wow.
And the 2-point conversions on top of that. You got to tip your hat to them. What else can you say?
Everything had to go right for Franklin to get back into this game, and they did. And Burkett got red hot. Like I said, North couldn't sustain drives, couldn't keep the chains moving. Credit to the Franklin defense.
Yeah.
And got their offense back onto the field and got going. Burkett, very impressive. You feel terrible for Appleton North, though, right? Like I said, an absolute gut punch. You're this close. You could taste it. Everything was going your way. You're up 19-3. Just couldn't close it out.
Yeah, and Franklin, boy, oh boy. I mean, we'll see who they play in the state final, but man, they're riding a gigantic wave of momentum here. I mean, that's
unbelievable.
Fantastic win for them, and great season for Appleton North. But
yeah, I guess some quick thoughts on North, and heck of a run.
This is the 3rd time that they've lost at this level, and all of which within the last 10 to 15 years, and it's tough for Coach Salm because I think they did most things right up to the end of the 3rd quarter. But football is a 4-quarter game, Brett. To me, it's almost incredible to think that the same thing happened in week 1. And kind of that muff punt kind of triggered things.
Yeah.
And even though that led, I think, to the fumble there in the end zone by Franklin, that gave just a little glimmer of hope for Franklin, though, and did they ride that little glimmer, made it a game-changing 4th quarter and a win. What can you say?
Well, yeah, you say congratulations to Franklin. They're going on to state. Last score I saw was McQuantico leading Sun Prairie 28-24 with 9:08 left in the fourth. So that game's still in doubt. We'll see who's going to win that. Ken, the official, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being
job,
here. We'll get you on one more time.
Yeah, just if you can. Just thank you, Ken.
Thank you, guys.
You want to be out there for a game like this, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Incredible. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm going to head down there and talk to Coach Salm.
We'll see you back at the office.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ricardo. A heck of a football season with you. Had so much fun. Let me run down the scoring from this one before we sign off from Titan Stadium here in Oshkosh. Just an incredible comeback for the Sabres. Appleton North got on the scoreboard first, a 62-yard pass from Matthew Scheckelman to Damian Borland. That made it, kick was no good, made it 6-0 Lightning with 10:28 to go in the second quarter. Franklin then gets on the scoreboard on a 30-yard field goal by number 45, Cooper Miller. That was with 7:08 to play in the second quarter, made it 6-3 North with the lead. Then Scheckelman, with just 31 seconds to go in the second quarter, scores on a 3-yard run. The kick was good, and the Lightning took a 13-3 lead in the break. Then, with 4:19 to play in the third quarter, Scheckelman hits Alex Heron from 3 yards out. Again, the PAT was no good, but North looking pretty strong at that point, leading 19-3. And then the comeback was on. 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns by Franklin. The first coming with 8:26 to play, an 11-yard pass from Miles Burkett to Reese Osgood. The 2-point conversion pass from Burkett to Arndt was good, made it 19-11. 4 minutes later, Burkett finds number 3, Tanner Rivard, from 45 yards out on 3rd and 13. Again, Burkett to Arndt with the 2-point conversion pass, and we were tied up at 19 apiece. And then, as we just saw, with only 20 seconds to play, Tanner Rivard, a diving 5-yard run. The kick was good, and Franklin wins this game with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns and a 23-point fourth quarter. Sabres going on to Camp Randall Stadium. With the victory, Franklin top-ranked and still undefeated. The Sabres improved to 13-0 on the season. Again, Sabres going to take on either McQuantico or Sun Prairie in next Friday's Division I state championship game. Kickoff is set for 4 p.m. down in Madison. Appleton North caps off a fantastic season. What a tough loss for the Lightning. Appleton North finishing its season 10-3. Again, folks, we'll be back at it at some point relatively soon. We're heading inside the gym and spotlighting, as I said, boys and girls basketball in the coming weeks. I'll announce our first basketball live stream game of the season soon on my Twitter account. Again, give me a follow at PCBrettC. That's PCBRETTC. And as I mentioned earlier, that first game will likely be after the Thanksgiving holiday. I got to give Rosie, you need a breather, right? We need a breather. We need to eat some turkey and some mashed potatoes, especially after this one. Tell you what, my heart was kind of pounding there at the end. I'm like, what is going on here? Just love doing this stuff. Love watching these talents just across the state of Wisconsin, especially at this level. I mean, two fantastic teams, powerhouses going toe-to-toe in a game that wasn't decided until the end. But you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week prep live streams link. Don't forget about that digital subscription deal. 6 months for $1, postcrescent.com/subscribe. We appreciate that as well. I tell you what, Rosie, as fun as we had at 13 weeks of football, we're going to have a lot of fun with boys and girls basketball. We're loaded here in Northeast Wisconsin, boys and girls side. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I think we're going to see some really great matchups playoff-wise, and probably in that sectional round as well. We're going to see some talent both here and throughout the state of Wisconsin. Can't wait to hit the gym and have some fun there. Yes. Again, thanks to Unison Credit Union, our playoff sponsor throughout these 4 playoff games for us. They proudly provide the people and businesses of Northeast Wisconsin with exceptional banking services and trusted financial guidance delivered by friendly experts. Personal checking and personal savings, investments, loans, business checking and business savings, Unison Credit Union, empowering you. And Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, that's our apparel sponsor. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Family-owned for 20 years, they have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922. Send them an email. Cooney's, COONEYS 0922 at sbcglobal.net. So for Rosie and Ricardo and our crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Brett Christopherson signing off from J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium here on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, Oshkosh. Once again, the final score tonight, it was a Division I state semifinal thriller. Franklin with the comeback. Sabres 26, Lightning 19. Thanks for watching, everybody.